Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a little bit of a different video for you today. I'm actually going to be setting up my 2021 planner, my main planner for 2021, which is going to be the Hobonichi Cousin Avec. The Avec just means that it's split into two books, so you have January through June in this book, and then July through December in this book. So I'm only going to set up January through June today. I will save July through December for later, and I'll explain about that a little bit more in the video. But first, I wanted to apologize for this strip of light right here. If you watched my last video, you know that I moved and I haven't totally figured out the filming situation yet. And there's just nothing I can do right now about the filming. I'll probably end up getting a studio light or something so I don't have to rely on natural light and I can film at different times when the light isn't breaking through the window like this. But in general, I don't think this is too disruptive. If it bothers you, I'm really sorry, but hopefully the light will move as we go along. So, as I said, I have a Hobonichi Cousin 2021 Avec. I have butchered the name, but you know what I mean. And I will be using this for my main planner next year. If you didn't know, this year I was using an Erin Condren vertical, I had a Recollections vertical, I had two Traveler's Notebooks, I had a Stalogy A6, I also had like a wall calendar, and a couple other things. So I had a bullet journal, for instance, and that got to be a little much, especially when I needed to find multiple bits of information because I was using all the planners for different things. So I found out about the Hobonichi Techo and I thought I would really like it because it has monthlies, weeklies, and dailies all in one book. I'm sure y'all have seen this before, but I'll just run through it really quickly. So the daily pages will replace my Stalogy notebook, the weeklies will replace my Erin Condren, and then the monthlies will replace my bullet journal. I hope. I hope this is going to work. The reason I'm only setting up this half of the year right now is because I don't exactly know how I want to use this planner. So I didn't want to set up both of these books and come back in a month and say, this really isn't working, I wish I could change it, that kind of thing. So I am going to set this up today. Let me show you what I've got to aid in my setup. The first thing I have is this name vinyl that I made for myself. These are sometimes available in the shop, it just depends. This one is in like the vinyl is like a periwinkle type color, but it shifts into like purple and gold and stuff. So I made this for myself, although I didn't check if there was even a name spot in this planner, and there doesn't appear to be. So I don't know if I'll end up using this. I might save it for another planner, because I do plan to use multiple planners next year, even with this. But yeah, for now I have that. I also have a Hobonichi Week sized kit that I made for myself. If you don't know, if you're new here, Nightingale Paper Co. is my business. I make primarily planner stickers. And I recently decided to start making Hobonichi Cousin stickers, mainly for myself, but I do plan on putting some in the shop. So if you're interested, check those out. Not sure when they'll be available, but hopefully by the time I post this video, I'll have more information on them. And I'm going to use this to hopefully plan out the first week of the year, the week that's like straddling 2020 and 2021. So I'm going to be... So I'm curious to see how this kit will fit my planning style in this type of planner, and you guys will get to see it with me. This will definitely be a learning experience for everyone involved today. I also want to decorate the front cover of my Hobonichi. It's a little bit plain, just this like manila color. So I printed out some things. I have a quote from Pride and Prejudice. I have this little screen grab of Remi from Ratatouille. This is like an inside joke I have with a friend of mine. I have this portrait of Christ in Gethsemane. It's a painting by Hoffman. I have the little silhouette of the Fellowship because I love Lord of the Rings. And to go along with that, I have the Gates of Argonath. I have one of these little Valentine e-card thing. This one's Dostoevsky themed. It says, "Will you read the Bible with me?" It's so cute. And then I have a painting by Bloch, I believe, of Christ being comforted by the angel in his agony in the garden. So that is what I have to decorate the inside of my Hobonichi. You just got a lot of information about me if you are new here. And to add to the background, I have some bits of scrapbook paper. I really like to scrapbook. I make journals or scrapbooks for vacations mainly, or sometimes holidays, and I have a lot of scrapbook paper, so I pulled these out. I thought they would be fitting for the theme I'm going for, the very loose theme. So I'm going to sit down and do this really quickly, and I will just fast forward through it because it's going to be a lot of cutting and gluing probably. But I wanted to show y'all how I'm going to decorate this, so let's get started. Oh, and I'll probably also pull in some washi tapes. I will show those to you as I go, and if I remember, I will tell you where they're from. Okay, so the photos are down. I'm actually surprised they all fit. For some reason I was thinking that it would be kind of a tight squeeze or that I would have to leave something out. And I did go ahead and put my name vinyl down here, and I'll just write my contact info underneath. I just feel like that's necessary in a notebook like this, although I don't know if I'll take this out of the house. It's pretty compact and not as big as my other planners, but we shall see. Anyway, I have this little card of washi samples from Simply Gilded that my friend Courtney sent to me. Hey Courtney, if you're watching, thank you for the samples. And I'm going to just kind of, I want to spruce up the pages a bit and kind of make it look like the pictures are taped in instead of glued. I think it adds a fun touch. I'm also going to pull in some of these 3 washi tapes. These are all from Paper Source. They came in a little set like this. Okay, so that is pretty much taken care of. You guys probably saw I just stuck that there because I didn't want to waste it. There's quite a bit of room left. I don't know, I might go back later and try and find some more photos or things to fill in the space, but for now I'm happy with how this looks. So I'm gonna let the glue dry, these little patches of glue dry for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and we will move on with our setup of the planner. Okay, so the glue has dried now and we can move on, although I will say I'm surprised you can still see it because it's disappearing, but anyway, I'll probably just find some stickers to cover up these little splotches later. That shouldn't be a problem for me. Anyway, let's move on to get everything out of the frame here. Okay, let's move on to the rest of the planner. So this is the part where I confess to you that I have barely looked at this planner. I have seen some videos from other people of how they use it, but as for myself, this is pretty much the first time I've ever flipped through it on my own. Of course, it's not like super weird or anything. It's what I'm used to for the most part. The only thing I have done in this planner is a pen test, which I can show you. Yes, here we go. So I didn't test like every pen I own. I just tested the ones that I use most often. I'm really sorry about the light in this video. Let me see if I can, maybe we can move up a little bit. So I tested the, well, let me show you. I tested this Zebra Sarasa. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I guess just like plain Zebra Sarasa, but it's in this gold barrel. I tested that first, along with the fine tip tool pen, the Uniball Signo. That's the ballpoint pen I mentioned to y'all. Sharpie S Gel, Pilot G2, Inkjoy Gel, Big Gelosity, Sarasa Clip, Pirate Acroball, Muji Gel Pen, Pilot Juice, and the medium tool pen. So what I did was write the name of the pen, and then I scribbled a line and went over it really fast with my thumb to see if it smeared, and you can see we've got some winners and we got some losers here, so that will have to be taken into account. And then I waited 15 minutes and smeared my hand over the names, and some of them still weren't dry. I was totally shocked, but what this basically means is that I have a limited number of pens to choose from. And honestly, I don't even know why I tested the Pilot Acroball. That's a ballpoint pen that I don't even like. I don't know why I guess if I was like really desperate. But I think the best ones we had were the fine tip tool and then the Inkjoy Gel. So I will go ahead and pull those out. There's the tool one. And here is our Inkjoy. So I will use one of these today. I'm not sure which. Probably the tool because it's my favorite, but anyway, back to the front. So here you have your years at a glance. You've got 2020, 2021, and 2022. I never use these in any planner, so I'm gonna skip right over that. Then we have this, which I have seen used as an index, a future log, a habit tracker, all kinds of things. I think that personally, I want to use it as a habit tracker. Cannot remember where I got this idea from, but basically what you do is you write, why am I not zoomed in at all? I keep lifting the planner up. Let me just zoom in. That's better. It's like I've never filmed a YouTube video before. Anyway, for the habit trackers that I've seen, you write your habits this way, and then you mark them off on the days of the month, which I think is really interesting. How many of them are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 of them. I don't think I would track 10 habits because I would probably only track, well, let's see. Let me write them down and then I'll see how many I've got to track, okay? Okay, so that was about all the habits I could come up with off the top of my head for right now. As you can see, I've only got 6, so I would need to think of a few more habits that I want to do every day. Like right now I'm drawing a blank, but if there's anything that y'all do every day that you like to keep track of, comment down below. I'm very curious and I would like to use this to its full potential, so definitely comment below with your habits that you do every day. I wrote down Russian, which is for studying Russian, workout, because you guys know I like to exercise, read, as in read for fun, or I guess mainly for fun. I was gonna say read for fun or for education, but I kind of like consider them the same thing. So read something, crochet, because I have this bad habit of I'll start crocheting and I'll crochet like a lot for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I kind of get burned out and then I don't crochet for like a month. And I want to get more regular about that, so I'm crocheting quite often so I don't forget how to do a magic circle and stuff. Then I put reading the Bible and also journaling because as I mentioned to you guys, right now I have an A5 Stalogy that essentially looks like this, just blank pages, grid pages. And I journal on that pretty regularly, maybe like once every week, but I would like to do it every day, especially because this planner has a specific daily page, like a numbered, dated page. I want to use it to the fullest, so hopefully I can keep up with that. And as I mentioned, I would just come in here every day and say on the 7th of January I did some crocheting. I would just check it off like that. So at the end of the month you have a nice chart of your habits. Thinking about it now, I should have color coded that because I have plenty of pens to color code with, and that would have been really neat to look at, all the different colors, but maybe next time. I told you guys we were going to be learning all together here. Along with that, maybe I should put tabs on this because the paper's kind of thin, so I feel like it might be hard to like flip to exactly where you want, but yeah, there might be a round 2 to this video, guys. Just have to stay tuned. So here's the second half of this. I don't know what it's technically called. I'm gonna call it the calendar, like full year calendar, I guess. Anyway, next up you have your monthlies. So it starts with December, which is nice. You get basically a free month. And this, I'm just not sure about. So if you didn't know, I never ever use the monthly in my Erin Condren. It's just not been something I've been interested in. And for the things that I would normally track on my monthly, it's mainly bills, appointments, birthdays, events, things like that. I keep all that on a wall calendar above my desk. I don't typically put it in my planners. Don't know why, although sometimes my bullet journal will have the things in it, mainly the events and appointments and stuff. But in here, I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I might use it for memory keeping, like a single like positive memory from every day. Or there's quite a bit of space. You've got the sidebar here and the bottom bar. So if I use this functionally, as in actually to plan things, I could have space at the end of the month to write like a monthly review. That's a possibility. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think that over. For now, I'll just skip over the monthlies and we will go right to January. Well, the week of January to the week of December to January. So, looking at this, let me zoom you out a bit. Looking at this, honestly, is a bit intimidating because I've never planned in this planner before. This was, aside from the pen test, this was obviously the first time I've written in this planner, which is always scary. But I've never used this layout before, so I'm kind of thinking about how I want it to be different than what I have now. Well, okay, so this has timed slots, obviously, and I am not going to be using these probably at all, just because it starts at 5 a.m., ends at 4 a.m. I don't normally get up this early, and the way I live my life, I don't follow these rigid time constraints normally because I'm self-employed, and yeah, I just don't think in terms of that. So I'm probably going to end up ignoring the numbers mainly, and I'm thinking about kind of reserving the bottom of the day, like the wee hours of the morning, for things like marking what I had for dinner and what chapter of the Bible I read and stuff like that I would normally put in my Erin Condren. Let me get my Erin Condren to show y'all how it differs in case you're new here. Okay, so here's my Erin Condren. What I'm thinking about moving to the bottom of the Hobonichi is my dinners and my Bible studies and possibly my habits. But then that would leave my sidebar pretty blank, although I could use it as a running to-do list. Or I thought about writing the Bible verse I'm currently trying to memorize on the side of the page here so that I can like reference it every time I open my planner just to help with memorization. Or I could just use the sidebar decoratively. So we've got options here. Yeah, we've definitely got options. I think what I'm going to do now is just put down some stickers and just see what I like. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the whole kit because I don't want to overwhelm myself, especially because I'm planning pretty far out. I don't have like a lot of solid plans for this week yet. I don't want to go back and essentially say like, what the heck, why did I put this here? I don't need it and stuff like that. So I'm going to put down a few stickers and then I will come back and tell you what I think. Also, if you're wondering why I'm using this kit for New Year's instead of a New Year's kit, it's because, well, A, I really like this kit. I think it's really cute. And also because I need some time to relax, and hopefully I will get it this week. So let's put down some stickers and then I will be back to talk to you. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm thinking about the fact that I don't have whiteout to match this paper. Obviously it's not gonna match this super bright whiteout. I guess I'll have to do with it because I don't have a whiteout. Do they even make whiteout to match this planner? I'll have to look that up, or if you know, you can comment below. But these lines aren't actually black, they're more of like a dark charcoal color, so I think it'll be okay. Let's put this down and see how it is. I mean, you can see through it, but how much do I want to let that bother me? Not very much, honestly, because one of my goals for next year is to be more relaxed in my planning. And also you have the circle of the week you're on. That sticks out a little bit, but again, not much I can do about it because these full boxes are all sized to fit inside these columns. And I wouldn't want to make one bigger than the rest because I never know which one people are going to use in the corner up here. So yeah, that'll just have to do, I suppose. Okay, that is down. Let's do, let's put down the date covers, I think. Do I want date covers in this kit? I don't know, actually. I feel like I should say yes because the red is kind of obtrusive, but it's not that big of a deal in the long run. But this is just a test, so if I don't like the way this week turns out, it's not a huge deal. I mean, I can change it literally the next week, so let's put them down. This is also good because I can kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work in these kits, and maybe make some slight changes to how they're formatted. I actually think they look really cute. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. I'm a little surprised, but this paper does not really seem to tear when you reposition stickers. which I'm very surprised about. I don't know, I figured it would be very delicate. I guess because it's so thin. Okay, there's the last one. And, so I do have washi for this kit, but I don't know how I want to use the pink strips up here. That's going to be a lot of pink up at the top. But the blue ones, I already thought about this. I want to put these at the bottom to mark off that space I was talking about where I can write what I had for dinner and stuff like that. Which, in order to do that, I'm probably going to have to make myself some little stickers. Oh, I know what I'll do. So this kit has some little miniature Winstons in it just for fun. And what I'm going to do is put these down, and next to the little reading one I will write my Bible study for the day, and then next to the eating one I will write my dinners. It's perfect. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna work really well. And then I'll put this on top of it to section off my planning day from my note taking down here. Okay, I actually really like how that turned out. Wow, okay. I'm more pleasantly surprised than I thought I'd be. Let's put this side down. Okay, and this kit only comes with one of each of those Winstons, but that's okay because, I mean, this planner isn't coiled, so you'll never fold it over on itself. This will always be showing up. So that is done, and I'm very happy with that so far. And now I have these washi strips which I can cut up into flags and stuff if I want to use them throughout the week, which is nice. And then, let's see. I have no solid plans for this week yet. All I know is that Ashley is going to be off for most of the time, so that we'll probably do something. I just don't know what yet. As for the habit trackers, I don't know if I'd use these on this spread because most of the things I would track, I put back here, as I mentioned earlier. Although after y'all leave me some comments, I might have some more ideas. We will see about that. I will go ahead and put down a this week header because at the very least, I will probably put in some to-dos and also my savings countdown that I do every year. The one that looks like this. Let me see if I can find it for you really quick. This little guy right here, it changes every week and you just save money, a different amount every week. You save about $1,300 a year following this pattern. So yeah, I do that every year. So that will probably happen. And like I said, I might put down the Bible verse I'm memorizing. I just don't know yet. And of course, I'm not sure what I'll be memorizing on this particular day or week, rather. And then I have the full boxes, but those I like to put down in swatches where I don't like to mark up chunks of time. So again, don't know where they need to go. So, well, I have the weekend banner. I think I might go ahead and put that down. And I might put it up here because I can't imagine myself using this space for anything really, unless I just move my days up. So I'll go ahead and put this here. So cute, it's so tiny. I really like it. Okay, so that is about all I can do for today, I think. Hopefully this video wasn't too boring. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do without testing the planner. If you are using a Hobonichi Cousin next year, let me know. If you make videos about it, definitely let me know. I'm very curious as to how you're using your planner. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. I can possibly do more on the Cousin in the future if you guys like it, and hopefully there'd be a few more details involved. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me through the weird lighting, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.